Hello everyone, this is Dr. Aaron Seaton. We're doing another video today. Today's topic is longevity. How do we prolong our lives, but do that where we're still having a good quality of life as we get into our golden years? So I wanted to touch on three things that I think are important for longevity. Obviously, this is not a complete list, but this is the three I really wanted to talk about today to help us kind of better understand some principles that we're learning through today's research, confirming kind of what people have suspected for long periods of time about how to promote longevity and keep a good, healthy, long-lasting life. So one of them is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is the process of having like a window of time which you eat. Some people do a 6-hour window, some people do an 8-hour window, and then the rest of the day, the rest of that 24-hour period, they are fasting. So let's just use an 18-6 for an example. That's a 6-hour food window with an 18-hour fast. So they eat for 6 hours. They pick a convenient time during their day that fits their schedule, and they have a 6 hours that is ongoing, where that is their time that they eat. And then 18 hours after that, they are fasting. Well, why do people do this? So why do people want to fast? Fasting promotes a few things. It helps normalize our blood sugar levels, so we are decreasing our insulin levels, right? Fasting also helps promote something called autophagy, which is a fancy term that says your body, when you're in a fasted state, will begin to use and recycle damaged cells. So if we have damaged cells in our body will begin to break those down and use that for fuel for the healthy cells. So think of this as like a healthy recycling system in your body where damaged cells aren't allowed to survive anymore. We use the material from them and we give that to the healthy cells. We break this down and give that to healthy cells to stay healthy. The other thing that intermittent fasting does is it helps boost our immune system, helps keep our immune function, and part of that little autophagy that I just talked about is part of a healthy immune response to kind of recycle things that aren't needed in our body to help keep us healthy. So hopefully that makes sense why people do intermittent fasting. And basically just think of it as people are eating less food and they're eating it less often. That's a really good way to think about that process. Lower carbs is another one. I do bring this up because we tend to eat quite a lot of processed foods in our country, and a lot of those involve processed fats, processed carbohydrates. So this is just a kind of a good rule of thumb. If you're more active, you may be able to go higher than this. This is kind of a good rule of thumb people discuss in the nutrition world as far as not getting too carried away with how many carbohydrates you eat can really help our body and help us focus on getting the protein we need, getting the veggies we need. And so this kind of helps limit us from going after those processed foods that really are calorie dense but nutrient poor. They don't have a lot of nutrition, they have a lot of calories. So this is just kind of a concept I like to bring up with people. If you're used to eating, starting off, kind of looking at these two concepts, and always start with something that you can achieve. If you're more focused, hey, maybe I can do a 16-8 as far as 8 hours eating, 16 hours not eating. Maybe I'll just try that first. Start with something that you can achieve, because anytime you're doing anything with nutrition and health, it's nice if you can get some momentum going. The third topic that I talk with my patients about longevity is chiropractic care. What chiropractic does is chiropractors adjust the spine to remove interference from our nerve system. Our nerve system is our brain, our spinal cord, and all the nerves that exit out. That is what controls and regulates and coordinates everything your body does. So your heart, your lungs, all of your muscles, your immune system, all of these systems are regulated through the nerve system. And as a chiropractor, it's my job to check your spine, to make adjustments and corrections to remove interference from that nerve system, because the spine is what protects the nerve system. So we need the spine moving properly, not causing interference or disturbances to the function of your nerve system. And when you do that on a regular basis with your chiropractor, your ability for your nerve system to coordinate your health goes up. And so that is a definite big piece of the longevity pie that I always try to bring up with my patients. Hopefully this video was informative. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to our office. I'm Dr. Aaron Seaton with the Chiropractic Place.